Hey everybody, welcome back. The confidence has eroded a little bit just because we're really getting up there as far as ascensions go, but we did great last episode. A curse with an early shop. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. How could I say no to an apotheosis? Literally none of our cards are upgraded. Now it suffers the same problem. Nice try, kid. It suffers the same problem a lot of expensive cards suffer from early, which is that like we have to have the right turn to play it. But we'll upgrade that son of a gun ASAP. It will start costing 1. And I'm feeling like this is a start with a ton of momentum, man. What's our curse? An innate curse means it's gotta go. I was thinking about getting Streamline instead, but I mean, I think Streamline's great for doing damage, obviously, but an innate curse is just like the price we're paying is too heavy for me personally, and I think we got a little lucky there. I can live with that. Now, you gotta find the right turn for it. Apotheosis is a perfect play right here. If we could make that son of a gun innate somehow, I wouldn't say I'm laughing all the way to the bank, but I'd say I feel like we got a great setup. Now, I would love... This is a tough one. 2 very good choices and a pretty decent choice, but I hate to say it, it's not that Streamline is a better card than Self-Repair. That would be ridiculous to say. Self-Repair is a core element of many of my runs. However... I played the wrong card there because I forgot we were out of energy. That's my bad. However, early on, we need this damage, and I'm happy to get it. Now, I'm just trying to think about how I'll pursue the rest of this floor. This is still great. I would like to knock you out with a. You're only weakening. Let's start here. I could knock out 6 damage. I'd rather put up 8 block. I'm not used to the optics being like pretty good on that. We take 10, but I'm feeling pretty solid in spite of that. Wipe out the one that has 1. Wipe out the one that has a little HP, and then we still got 16, and we're taking 16. Dude, Apotheosis is like the great equalizer. I'm a little paranoid. Maybe is not even the right word to describe it. I don't want to get too aggressive on floor 1 because I feel like we have such an unbelievable advantage early as a result of that apotheosis that like if we just hang on, we're in a pretty good spot. But I think I would be remiss if I rested here. You got to get the apotheosis cheaper. And if you get a zap or a dual cast in your hand, then not only was it like the right play, but it also literally paid for itself, which is... pretty sick. We need to not die here though, and it's kind of like angling for a depressing loss unless I can kill you next turn. Oh no, man, no, not like this. 20, 22. So we live. We might as well then. We got to live next turn or kill you next turn. You're doing 16. That's not that much. I can do. Well, let's start with the blocks. I'm dead. I'm alive. You gotta send it, man. You gotta send it. It feels wrong, but you gotta send it. 20 damage, you're cooked, kid. Now we got some problems, I would say. Yeah, we got and combat. We got a lot of combat immediately. Actually, this is a very dangerous situation. And they're both choosing to attack on the first floor, which I personally am taking great offense to. Okay, I'm a different kind of beast. I don't like to die in this game, so especially with such a good start. So I am going to use a duplication potion on a basic defend. Feels bad, man. Hey, guess what, though? We're not taking any damage. They're not attacking this turn. That's merciful. That's a change of pace. Would have loved to, but you know what? We need to do I need to do 11 damage to you. Very reasonable amount of damage to do. Any chance you're gonna bring me back from the brink on this one? Any chance? Maybe like a rebound, streamline. How about some HP? Happy flowers, not HP. How about some HP? Upgrade 2 random cards and die. It's gonna be a very delicate road here, okay? But I'm not. Okay, we're cooked. Hey, we're cooked. We're cooked and it stings. It stings, but you know what? In this game, you gotta have a short memory. I think that... I mean, I don't want to point fingers at anybody but myself. Give me the next 3 combats. Got 1. Okay, I love this start, man. Me getting to the boss, only having strikes and defense in my deck. What happened? I thought that we had such a good start. I would still add a streamline. And I feel... Wait, what else you got here? Leap. Claw. No thanks. I'm happy with what we got. I like having a streamline. I know that it looks bad because it's been coinciding with lots of losses. And there's some fairness to that, don't get me wrong. I'll just take the gold on this one. Let me take a peek at this. I think we should upgrade cards whenever possible. That makes sense to me. But we need damage early. Like, you know, maybe taking Streamline puts us in a position where we get our revenge. Sometimes we lose earlier than we otherwise feel like we should have because we have a card that's too expensive to play in some situations. No question about that. However, there's also a lot of situations where if we don't take Streamline, we live through that and then we just die to the boss and we go, well, at least we got to the boss. And I think that's fool's gold. You want to win a run. A loss is a loss. I'm going to take Omamori and I'm going to try to remember, love it, love to see it, man. I'm going to try to remember that we can now leverage our curse protection for like better events. So if it's going to be like, hey, get a rare relic, but you get a curse, now with Omamori we could lean into that and say like, yeah, why not? That doesn't mean we're going to take every option available to us because maybe some of them are more valuable than others. What a pull, man. You know what? I think I'm going to wake you up this turn. This might be a little insane. I'm going to pop both potions because we also get the healing benefit out of them. And a dual cast is like the same value as an evoke on the next turn. So I felt like we wait for the evoke to come around. And, I mean, there's no reason to hit you, do 9. You're going to die next turn anyway. Sure, we had to spend 2 potions to do it, but we healed off the 2 potions anyway. That seems good. Vira. I think this is a skip. We committed to our expensive damage cards already. Beautiful, beautiful start. Am I wrong to think that you really want to work through the cultist first because he gets 3 strength per turn? Plus, we weren't weakened to begin with. Let me take a peek at something here. That's great. That's what we want to see, really. Then we don't have to play a Streamline. I'd like to be able to play a Streamline, but we don't have to play a Streamline until the next turn when we ruin your life. Okay, fantastic. Focus Potion. Creative AI is a great card. But I don't think... Our deck accomplishes what it's supposed to accomplish right now. Send it. It's Revenge 2.0. I think we've got the right kind of deck to take this fool out. You're not... I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're not going to frickin'... Get it out there. You're not going to frickin' debuff me, because I got Core Surge out there already. You're already dead. You didn't do anything. Mummified Hand. Now, if I'd known Mummified Hand was going to show up, I probably would have taken Creative AI. There was no way for us to know that, man. I love that I always upgrade Tempest, and I'm like, yes, now I can play it for its true purpose. Zap for 0. Madness, man, madness. But you know what? Let's play it for its true purpose. 5 lightning with a little extra focus on top. 3 by 6. Okay, well, we're doing what we have the opportunity to do here. I think we're fine. We do have like very limited defense in the deck. That's a given. But I do think we have enough damage potential to outlast you. I'm hoping that. I mean, you're already at 99 and you take a turn off at some point. All right, the caveat to that is like at some point we do need to put up some block. This is not the turn you want to see, but you're possibly lethal next turn, which is good because otherwise I might be. Oh my god, 2 cheap streamlines. Okay, we made it through the first floor. Mickey Mouse. You know me, I love electrodynamics, and I do think it's really good. But I mean, bias cognition with the core surge is like, you don't get the opportunity too much, and it definitely feels like it fits. I was hoping to get like a Cursed Bell so that we could use Omamori and get 3 relics, but obviously that didn't come to pass. I really just don't think we're a Snecko build, even with 2 streamlines, so let's just count that out. I love our Toy Ornithopter synergy on top of, like, using potions effectively. It's not really a synergy, I guess. It's just an effect, but I think that means we gotta take Empty Cage and then just cut 2 basic unupgraded strikes. The deck stays thin. We pivot a little bit back in the direction of defense, which seems pretty important. And then I want to hit question marks to hopefully get some value out of Omamori. So, how about a Core Surge and a Bias Cognition? How about Fake Tan Hands in a Hoop? You ever hear about that? 18 damage. I mean, I'll level with you. That just seems like you just get out of this one. I'm not equipped for that kind of fight. It's making it clear to me, without a doubt, keep that up there, that we're going to need more defense, or like, well, I was gonna say or like a glacier, but I guess a glacier is a kind of defense. And also more powers, man. We should, whenever a power is available, especially, like, I know I say it every time, but a self-repair would really hit the spot. There's no way 4 evoked super lightnings don't kill you, so let's get that out of the way. We probably should take Storm. I think we probably should take Static Discharge. And then, I mean, it might be nice to take a Leap. We can take a Leap and remove a card. I'm going to remove another Strike. I'm going to take my Leap. The deck stays thin. Let me use Omamori, man. I like the bites, especially if you don't get a self-repair, but like now's not the time. Because we got this 17-card deck, we only got 1 strike. One of the main benefits of getting the bites is that it cuts all the strikes out, man. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I had to check a message for a second. I think we leverage Omamori. We get the courier, cheaper shops, just in time. Let's be honest, at some point we're going to have to fight. So let's fight an elite now. I'm not saying it's going to go great, but it's got to be done. I might even just throw caution to the wind. YOLO, as they say. YOLO. YOLO to you as well. And we went all in on that one. How about Storm, Static, Leap, and Tempest? That's the whole kit and caboodle. All the synergies working in concert. And you love to see it. Okay, do I have any good cards in my deck? I was promised good cards in my deck. 21 possible damage out here. If I hit you, you only need to get hit by 2 orbs in order to... You piece of junk. They only needed to get hit by 2 orbs out of 3, man. It was worth the risk. Okay, so that stunk a little bit, but Eternal Feather is kind of nice. Dude, I need defrag, but I need self-repair. I know defrag's upgraded, but I need self-repair. I'm taking too much damage. Now, there's a piece of me here. I see we don't have to rest. Give me an innate storm, because we have a question mark. I would happily upgrade on probably a static gets like a huge boost when it's upgraded. Then we can, I mean, we're costing ourselves something by taking the easiest possible encounters. I'm going to be a coward. I am going to rest on this one. But I do want to fight this elite. I want to at least give it a try. Now, this is a situation where we really wish that we had taken electrodynamics, but the biased, you know, don't complain about the biased, man. It's been doing numbers for you. It also makes something free. I don't know if you remember that about it. Let's make sure you die. Trying to, you know, avoid... Hi, Tomo! Trying to avoid all the misplays. You know, I think that my deck construction... I don't want to say it's good. What I want to say is that it's better than it was the first time I played Slay the Spire. But I do think it's possible, for sure, that I'm leaving a little real estate out there with my plays, you know? So let's send this, defend, which allows us to play a static and get a free streamline, and then you're cooked. That felt like a good way to finish the fight, at least. We can simmer on that. I'm really happy with my 18-card deck, honestly. What happens if you desecrate this? You literally just become cursed? I don't really want to lose 25 HP before this. So that seems like a low... before the elite fight, I mean. It seems like a low-value sort of outcome, but I'm alive, so there's... I personally see, like, a lot of value in that. You may beg to differ, but... For me, that's a pretty huge turn of events to not be dead, so... You know, your mileage may vary. This turn's gonna sting, huh? How about a little of that? And it's very possible that you will die. We take 16 damage, which is not ideal, but we also get to really take advantage of bias cognition before it wears out here. We played our self-repair, preserved insect. Again, may I say just in time. Hi, Tomo, by the way. Hello. I know we need defense, but, I mean, we're kind of just... We're a power build right now. We're Costco, guys. Of course we avoid creative AI, and then we take every other power in the game. Alright, this is gonna suck. It is what it is, brother. You see the Costco guys video in the pizza parlor where they're doing like a professional wrestling thing? And then at the end, the dad says, never mistake kindness for weakness. I felt that, man. I felt that. I mean, he's preaching to the converted, don't get me wrong, but I felt that. I don't think it's crazy to take 2 self-repairs. I know it seems kind of crazy. And I gotta level with you, we might be in a rough spot here. But with Mummified Hand, I think the double self-repair is A-okay. Hello, Tomo, hello! Stay a while and listen, you got quite the treasure there. Isn't that a Roderick Cube? Can we do 440 damage to you? I think first we have the Mandate of Heaven because we got Core Surge before Bias Cognition, which was pretty much like exactly what we needed here. What is it, my man? You want a pet? There you go. There's a beautiful pet for you, Tomo. We love our Tomo here. Alright, now I feel like we're at much lower risk. Although I also have to say, man, oh man, it would really hit the spot to have like an upgraded buffer in our deck. We can only hope that maybe that will come to pass after we finish this boss fight. This is the worst turn in the history of all Slay the Spire in history. You're gonna take... Oh, you're supposed to take a turn off, bro! You're at half HP! What are you doing hitting me for 21? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad, because it gives me the opportunity to, like, really go in. And then next turn, you'll take a turn off, and in theory, maybe I could kill you the turn after that before you kill me, because you're certainly gonna hit me quite hard. So, again, let's just call it what it is. It's, like, some of the worst draw in the 21st century. And you come back with 6 block. I mean, we just have to go in, like... I think we get there. Yeah, we beat him by 6. It didn't even have to use Blessing of the Forge. Okay, Electrodynamics will solve a lot of our HP-related problems on encounters. And then this is a very interesting choice. Hi, buddy. I see lots of viability. How are we only like, what, we're like 18 minutes into this run? This is crazy. We have easier elite fights, so double relics against elites, good. We have what I would consider to be a pretty solid deck. No, we don't. No, that's wrong. You can't take Cracked Crown. Because of Mummified Hand and the amount of powers you have, energy is not a big issue for you. So you don't need this as much as you need that. And then transform and upgrade 3 cards is dangerous because we could dump 3 defends or 2 defends and an upgraded strike, and they'll become upgraded. But at what cost? I think we, you know what? I think we shoot for the moon. I don't see us beating the boss on the 3rd floor. Just, like, I don't know if I see us beating elites on the 3rd floor. So let's throw caution to the wind. We have such little defense. I'm gonna do strike, defend, defend. We got 3 powers, which is amazing, and white noise could give us like a buffer. This is definitely one of the bosses we'd prefer to fight, although not easy. Not an easy boss, I should say, but like at least it's not the awakened one, and our whole you know, reason for existing is powers. Hold the Austin. So like this, so that we then get the free streamline. The lightning's doing fine by itself. Okay, so I think we do have to play well too. Lots of dazes already, but you know, what do we care? What do we care? Great start. Your life's over. Only thing I could say, it would be great to draw our other self-repair. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day. Cool-headed is defense, especially with all the focus we have from powers. Hold the Austin. I don't think we need to remove defense. It's elegant but unnecessary. It's like one of the few times in my life I'm like, maybe we want Cauldron. But I actually think one focus goes crazy. And we don't have a defrag yet, so let's... I mean, that's like a very core card if you're doing damage through orbs. I would absolutely love to fight a boss. This would have gone crazy if we hadn't, in my opinion, had to use Omamori. And looking back, I think we really did. Holy cow, 1 second here. Honestly, I don't think that this boss can stand up to the kind of heat that we're sending out here, so I don't mind sending that early biased. And once we get electrodynamics, like, I mean, I know you're going to split, but once we have electrodynamics, there's really nothing you could do. Like this, I mean, you might be dead on this turn. That couldn't have gone better. Unceasing top. We have a relatively curseless deck. I don't feel the need to add that. We just added an upgraded cool-headed. That should be fine. I'll take a look at one colorless. I mean, brother, it's a power. And it's an AoE power. We actually need like a heat sinks would go crazy with this. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a shot. And I'm going to ignore this elite in favor of an elite in the future. Start here. Hello World, not our favorite. But we can still play everything, which is nice. When I say not our favorite, I'm being polite. I essentially don't understand the purpose that this card serves, but... oh, we didn't need to do that because we had... oh, did we draw Sender's Bane? I don't know. Anyway, we should... What I'm trying to get at, I guess, is we should pay attention to self-repair. Or not self-repair. We should pay attention to Unceasing Top, because we... especially early, as we're playing our powers, like, it's easy enough for us to, it's easy enough for us to make everything in our hand cost 0, and then accidentally hit end turn. I'll cut a dual cast. I'll cut a dual cast. We're not using... It's nice to have the damage, I'm not gonna lie to you, but we weren't really taking, like, full advantage of it. So I'm also, like, I'm kind of living in a pipe dream right now. I'm hoping that we'll be able to just build up a store of potions that we can use on the boss fight. Because I honestly think, like, that might be one way we could overcome whatever version of a deficit I feel like we're facing. Although, honestly, like, on the third floor has been pretty... we've been taking her pretty sleazy so far. I mean, look at this unbelievable chain of events that have happened here. Amazingly, we're still going to take damage, which just speaks to how, like, anemic our deck is defensively. But I mean, from an offensive standpoint, you won't catch me being offended over this. Play your defend first, because you get more damage off of those. You must be dead, right? Oh, Unceasing Top. Not that we needed it, but still, Tungsten Rod. Okay. I don't know why I said that. Like, that's a new featured player on SNL. Tungsten Rod. But here we are. Whetstone, can't really complain about that. I'm gonna be honest, I think we've been bodying elites. I worry about going up against the guy who floats with the scythe. The Serpent Queen, I don't mind so much, but I don't think we can risk going up against the guy with the scythe, because you need defense to get through that. And we don't have it. So this is like... This turn's gonna suck a little bit, I think. Well, maybe, you know what? It looks like we'll actually take like 5 damage. Which is not bad at all things considered. And look at the chain of events coming to pass here. This guy's kind of like a mini version of that elite that I was worried about. But like the difference is, in lieu of having defense, we can just out-attack this guy. Because attacking him takes his HP down, obviously. So like we're very well suited to this fight right here, I think. Beautiful. But you still got 4 turns left? We actually, like, I don't want to get overly confident, and we're losing focus now that I think about it, but like, this is the kind of fight where I'm curious if it's possible. Maybe if we'd drawn Core Surge before Bias Cognition, we might have actually been able to take his HP all the way down to 0. I think we already had the achievement, but... Oh, that's right. There's an achievement. There's an achievement. Don't worry. You know me. I'm the achievement hunter. Love to get those Chivos. You don't want to go with a toe-to-toe with me on the gamer score. I'm talking 5 figures, okay? And the first one, it's not a 1, okay? It's like maybe like a 3. So you're dealing with someone who's a pretty serious gamer here. Have you ever killed Donu with feed? Maybe. I don't know. Give me Equilibrium. We need some defense. I mean, boys, I can't say no to a rare relic. I'm sorry. Because I know elites, and you, sir, you are no elite. Now, what do I want to see here? I'd love to not take 32 damage on turn 1. That's a big chunk of change. I don't know, I'm talking so weird. I mean, you know, okay, fine. Give me a Blessing of the Forge. Then you obviously start here. I think I would go this and this so that we get to save 1 energy for whatever we draw. Okay. Buffer is a beautiful get here. Unfortunately, yeah, we're going to use the buffer on the first hit. So it really only blocked 4, but it's okay. And this, to me, just looks like we can play everything, right? We can play the whole kit and caboodle. And then you gotta be feeling the burn. That being said, I'm about to be feeling the burn. No, well, could be worse. Thread and Needle is very nice as well. Force Field also is like, it fits what we're trying to do here. I'm amazed at how relatively smooth, like, this has gone down, man. We still have 3 energy left. We still have 1 energy left. We still have none energy left, but like that was a fantastic turn of events. Always Core Surge, then Biased. That's one, like, sometimes in Slay the Spire, little decisions can have major ramifications. That's a very major one, and I'm happy to add another defrag into the ecosystem. Sure. 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 A little bit disappointed. You know what? You're doing what? 20-something? I could double up on Equilibrium. But it feels like it's so much more advantageous to double up on it. Double up on like a more effective power during our boss fight. Like it's just an opportunity for like a better application of leverage. I don't know. I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about, but don't get it twisted. I am confused sometimes. How about a self-repair? How about a self... The thing is, like, I can't not kill you, so I was really hoping self-repair would just appear, like, out of the goodness of its heart. You don't bother me at all, my friend! I'm happy to see you again. Now, it would be amazing to play both self-repairs. Machine Learning for 0. Defrag. Hits a defend. Play the defend. This is a short fight. You can definitely get away with just playing Bias Cognition. And I'm actually going to stop it right there, even though we could have played these cards. The odds of us drawing something we can actually play is low, and I don't want to miss like a power that we drew with 0 energy because of Unceasing Top. Start with Defrag. Actually, maybe start with Capacitor. Ascender's Bane, like, I mean, what do you want to say? That's what it's there for. It's there to annoy you, and here it is annoying me. Like, it's accomplishing what it's supposed to accomplish. I can't really be upset. If it was easy, they'd call it God of War Ragnarok, you know? Yeah, I know. I've never done the Valkyrie challenges, okay? Beautiful. 14 health coming back. I mean, you're cooked. You're cooked. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. You're cooked. We don't even have any powers left, and I remain unconcerned. I remain completely unconcerned. Now, it's a good time to mention, I only have 6 minutes before I gotta go pick up my daughter from an activity. So, like, this run coming together, I didn't want to say that at the start. You might have been mad. You might have been like, that's not enough time for a Slay the Spire episode. Well, guess what? It's enough time for a loss and then possibly a win as well. We're not going to be using Snecko Eye. I know we could avoid the debuff, but it's draw 5 cards once. I'd rather just get Meteor Strike off of that. And you know it's automatic. You already know I'm obsessed with it. Most important card here to upgrade. Electro's 1 lightning. I'd much rather have 1 extra focus or block. Or even 1 orb slot. Could be like 11 damage per turn, man. I think that's a rare pick for a guy like me, but I stand by it. So defense is the weak part for us here, but let's own this. There's nothing we really want to double. Start with Panache. Start with Storm, obviously. This first turn is bad. But that's okay. We got 3 potions in reserve, simmering, waiting to strike. This is a great turn. Do I want to... Let me see what I got coming up. I'd rather double up on the... Honestly, I think I'd rather double up on the upgraded capacitor. So let's start. Let's just get him in the spin cycle here. Defensively, this is still like a pretty bad turn. But I think we have enough momentum that we got nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna pop that duplication potion. Well, you know, I'm gonna pop ancient potion. No, I'm gonna pop duplication potion, capacitor. Then I'm gonna pop ancient so that we can use biased because we didn't draw core surge yet. Then this stuff all comes out for free. Loop is a power. It's not the best power, but it's a power nonetheless. We're taking, what, some damage, but not much. It's over. Oh, we're not. They didn't even apply the block yet. We're so. It's over. It's over, man. Can I just say, like, if I may? Well, let's not do it before the post-mortem, okay? But like, first off, this is a 27-minute Ascension 17 defect victory, which is rare for a guy like me. Although you wouldn't know it from the videos lately. I'm trying not to be like the guy who's like, I'm just a meek streamer. I'm not good at math. And then like you just, you know, score 100 out of 100 on your Kumon placement test. I'm trying to avoid that like pathetic energy, but I got a lot of trauma associated with this game in the comment section from 7 years ago. So I gotta be demure a little bit, but we built a power deck. Bespoke. Farm to table, handmade, small batch, craft, whatever they say when they add $3.99 to the price tag per unit. I'm not paying $4.99 for a single root beer at the grocery store. Have you lost your mind, Galen Weston? I don't care if it is on the blue menu. Regardless, we built a power deck from scratch, bespoke. No echo form, no creative AI. That's something, man. That's got me feeling a certain sort of way. And I'm not going to be a derelict father, which is awesome. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time for Ascension 18. Later!